Good morning and welcome to a special broadcast of Wednesday Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast on this, the 26th day of February 2025, brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scootaround, and by Chillie Cruises. Today's headlines, the lead story this morning, Captain Kate leaves celebrity. Also today, U.S. Commerce Secretary suggests raising taxes on cruise ships. Spring break travel advisory, and the World America Complete Sea Trial. That and lots more here at 11 o'clock this morning. Today, folks, is National Pistachio Day. I like nuts of any kind, so I'll have to go see if I can find some pistachios. We occasionally have some in the house. This day in history, in 1970, the National Park Radio files articles, National Public Radio files articles of incorporation with the District of Columbia Recorder of Deeds. The organization's membership is comprised of independent, private, public U.S. radio stations. If you're listening via the podcast, of course, you're always welcome here. You can access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcasts from, all the big guys. TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podchaser, any of them. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and we pop up. There's always a description in the link in the description of the podcast if you want to jump over to the video feed to check out pictures or clips or interviews so that you can do just that. All right. We're going to start things off today with our lead story about Captain Kate. We'll be back with that after a quick break from a network sponsor. Okay, I think I got the sound back, but now I got to figure out how I can get the pictures back. All right, so what I did, folks, before we get to the news, I was going to share. There we go. Now, I think you can see and hear this now. I'm working out bugs, folks. As we know, I'm trying to do this without being on the air live. So anyway, this is from Cindy and Osa on the Viva. Cindy with an adult beverage, Osa with one. They went to Food Indulge, has a nice looking romaine and kale salad with grilled chicken, some Indonesian noodles. Dinner that night, they had a nice looking Greek salad from Hudson's and a shrimp scampi. And the first day, they sailed into La Romana in the Dominican Republic, did a beach day, a show on the Viva at night. And then they were in Aruba. Went to the Rio Palace Hotel for a beach day. Now let's see. Picture back. Can hear and see. Thank you, Sonny. Okay, so I figured out that I have to do one little extra step in there that I didn't do. All right, again, before we get to the news, our friend Bethany is on another gigantic adventure. She's on the Crystal Symphony from Manila to Singapore. This was her first dinner at Sail Away. So she missed Sail Away to have dinner. That kind of sucks. First port was Boracay in the Philippines. Pretty colorful celebration at the dock. It's a tender port. She went on a living museum excursion in Motag. And back to the more celebrations on the tender dock. Got on the tender back to the symphony. And then they did the food fusion at dinner at the beef bar. This was tacos with Angus beef. And if you notice very carefully, folks, you can see little bits of habanero in there. So that's some beef tacos with a heck of a kick. All right, so wanted to share that before we actually got to the news for today. Our top story or lead story comes from Celebrity. Captain Kate McHugh announced on her Instagram that she is leaving her post at Celebrity. I've spent the last 22 years on 11 ships in the Royal Caribbean Group, from second officer to captain, said Captain Kate. I've seen some of the most beautiful places and met inspiring and wonderful people and had opportunities to live my 12-year-old dream out loud. Captain Kate McHugh is a cruise ship captain, formerly working for Celebrity Cruises, who's broken down barriers for women in the industry and become quite a bit of a celebrity herself. She was the first American woman to captain a large cruise ship, and she shared her experiences of sailing around the world with millions of followers on TikTok and Instagram. Until recently, Captain Kate was the captain of Celebrity Beyond. This luxury celebrity cruise ship is the third ship in Celebrity's Edge class. Captain Kate had the honor of sailing the ship on its maiden voyage, April of 2022, from Southampton, England. Kate McHugh began her career with Celebrity when she made captain of the Summit on September 13th, 2015. This made her the first American woman to captain a mega ship. Captain Kate helped take this to the next level when she led the first ever sailing of an entirely female bridge and officer leadership team aboard the Celebrity Edge. Are my sailing days over? Absolutely not. I've got too much salt in my veins to leave the sea behind, said Captain Kate. Her husband, Nikola Petrovic, is chief engineer for the Royal Caribbean Group. I don't have any inside information on this, folks, but I just picture Captain Kate's next stop is going to be to a smaller quality line, somebody like a Regent Seven Seas, or possibly Oceania, something like that, as opposed to the large bells and whistles line. I sure hope so. I hope to sail with her again. I really like Captain Kate.
Let's talk about Allianz travel insurance. That's what I use and have for years. Without travel insurance, you'll have to navigate every travel emergency on your own, whether it's that missing suitcase or a medical evacuation. With Allianz travel insurance, you have a dedicated team of travel and medical experts on your side. For more information, just give me a call, 434-258-9264, and we'll talk about an Allianz policy that fits your needs.
U.S. Commerce Secretary suggests raising taxes on cruise ships. The Trump administration is looking into imposing federal taxes on cruise ships in the United States, according to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Did you ever see a cruise ship with an American flag on the back? They always have flags like Liberia or Panama. None of them pay taxes. None of them, he said. This is going to end under Donald Trump, and those taxes are going to be paid, and American tax rates are going to come down. He continued, also mentioning super tankers and foreign alcohol. The idea is part of the Trump administration's goal to balance the country's budget and cut taxes. I wonder how that's going to be done, as those corporations are not legally United States entities. Yes, most of them have property, and they pay property taxes, and they pay employment taxes, and they pay other taxes. They just don't pay income taxes. You know, there's one ship in the cruise world that's American flag vessel. That would be Pride of America. That would be a taxable entity, I would think. Anyway, we'll see how this one's going to go.
We have the equipment you need to stay mobile. Whether you need a wheelchair, scooter, power chair, rollator, oxygen, or other pieces of mobility equipment, Scoot-Around, powered by Will, can help. Once you've booked your rental, we can deliver it to wherever you need. For your mobility needs, contact me or call Scoot-Around at 888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137 for the best rates.
With spring break approaching, the U.S. Embassy and consulates in Mexico have issued a travel advisory urging American visitors to exercise caution, particularly in popular destinations like Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum. The advisory emphasizes that while the majority of travelers visit Mexico safely, crime, including violent crime, can occur anywhere, even in areas frequented by tourists, particularly after dark. The notice also directs travelers to check the U.S. Department's Mexico Travel Advisory webpage to get more information on specific states that they are planning on visiting. In addition to crime concerns, the advisory highlights several other risks, including those associated with drugs. It points out that possession and use of drugs, including marijuana, is illegal in Mexico and carries with it a jail sentence Also, it warns the dangers of synthetic drugs or fake prescription medications, as well as unregulated alcohol, which could be potentially contaminated. So, folks, if you're going to Mexico, please stay on your toes. The much anticipated MSC World America has completed her sea trials in the Atlantic, testing engines, maneuverability, fuel efficiency, and safety systems. According to a press release, the LNG powered ship is now undergoing final preparations in France before its official delivery on March 27th. The naming ceremony is set for April the 9th at MSC's new cruise terminal in Miami, followed by a maiden voyage to Ocean Key, MSC Marine Reserve in the Bahamas. The MSC World America begins its inaugural season on April the 12th, offering 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries with stops in Puerto Plata, San Juan, Costa Maya, Cozumel, Roatan, and Ocean Key.
Be on one of the first MSC ships to go to Alaska when we sail May 25th, 2026 on the MSC Poesia round trip from Seattle. 7 nights going to Ketchikan, Icy Strait Point, Juneau, and Tracy Arm Fjord, and a stop in Victoria, Canada on the way back to Seattle. Inside cabin start at $849 per person, balcony from $1289 per person. The MSC Poesia going to Alaska. Why not join us? I promise you we'll have a great time. Just call me 434-258-9264 and we'll cruise with Chillie to Alaska.
All right, that's going to end the news portion of today's show. So hopefully I've gotten all my audio bugs figured out so I can do this. A few little different things. One little blip here this morning hopefully got fixed out. All right, real quickly. So before you can probably tell my voice is going. Run over and say hello to everybody. Kenneth's here. Out here. Tom's with us. Are you packed yet? I have my bag packed and ready. Are you kidding me? That's a month away. Are you talking to Kenneth? Okay. You know, I don't have my bag packed. Mike's with us. Says, good morning, Mike. How you doing? Gary Older Than Dirt's here. Kenneth says he packs 2 days before. That's more like it, Kenneth. I'm with you. Kenneth says he can't wait to get that prime rib. Yeah, I know. I just hope we have a better experience than you did from London to Southampton. I think we're going to try the bus route. Oh, we did okay going from London to Southampton. You know, once we found out what we were doing, the first train, the Winchester's, where we had the problem. But after we got the hang of it, coming back, Kenneth, it wasn't really bad at all. Gary says, good morning to everybody. There's Joanne. Hope you're feeling better. Joanne, I am feeling 100% better, except for my throat. It's still very scratchy and rough. It doesn't hurt. I'm still coughing. I'm not coughing as bad. And of course, I still obviously struggle with breathing. There's Katie with us. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Katie. Tom is pointing out that Paris was the major problem with the trains. That's correct. They want to do the Eiffel Tower. That was probably the easiest thing we did the whole trip. Sonny's with us. Good morning, Sonny. Hope you're back to normal. Hoping the hubster's feeling better. Todd's with us. Good morning, Todd. Oops. Katie says lost sound. No sound. Gretchen says good. I thought it was me. Good morning, all. Finally having some warmer weather. Sound back. Thank you, Mike. Picture can hear now. Hi, Tom and Chillie. Did you guys make any changes to the meals date changes you had pre-booked on the Epic? Tom's got that. I might have added something, but no other changes. We have several Moderno reservations to enjoy before it goes away. No Moderno on breakaway. Any openings for dinner on the Epic? I have 5 dinners. Ooh, sweet. Yeah. Hey, Gary, let's get Tom to put a spreadsheet together and send it out to everybody now that he's back on his feet. Going to celebrate Tom buying all the drinks. That might not be such an easy thing to do. Have you ever tried that vodka bar? That's on my bucket list. The ice thing? Oh no, man, that's cold. Of course, you live up there in an ice bucket. Tom says he will send the current list of reservations. We shouldn't have any issues adding. We've been able to do that pretty easily. Gary says he is not, but vodka is his drink. Gary, you're not going to get in any damn ice bar. I guarantee it. Hot Air says Belvedere is his favorite. Mike says good taste. Yeah, that's good vodka. All right, they're talking about the meals. We lost the day when you repriced and went from FAS to MAS perks. I think we have 6 nights booked, so one will need to be a paid night. Joanne says she will miss Captain Kate. Yeah, I don't think we're going to miss her long. I mean, she is just too good with what she does. So I think for sure we'll see her back in the helm. I'll be curious to see where she goes. All right, guys. As always, thanks for being with me. Please hit that thumbs up button. I'm still struggling with the voice, as you can tell, but I'll keep working at it to try to keep doing these enough to keep you up to date on all the happenings. I'll probably do a show Friday to do a little more of the news catch up. So I've got a little bit of time to put it together. So other than that, guys, thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And again, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a great day, everybody.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chillie's Cruises.